Back to another video, and today we're previewing the weekend's Premier League fixtures. And you know what? It's actually bigger than I thought this weekend. First game is Tottenham versus West Ham, where Tottenham, they have to win this game. After the last two performances are up and down, they have to win. You can't go and beat Man United at home and then lose 2-1 to Brighton and expect that all to be rosy. No, they need to go on and win this game versus West Ham, who are in poor form and also desperately need to win. So this is the funniest part about this game. They both have to win because West Ham's home form has been dreadful. Yes, they drew, I think, 2 games this season, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough. They need to be picking up points against these teams, especially bigger teams, to boost the morale, to boost the team up, and to get the team moving. And for Tottenham, they also need to make sure they're in a European fight. So you can't be losing against Brighton and West Ham back to back to back. And then again, that doesn't look good. Especially with Ange, who, by the way, is coming up a lot of pressure. People are starting to get onto this guy and realize, thinking, going, yo, like, is this guy as good as we thought he was? Like, is he as prominent as we thought he was? Because at the beginning, with that 8 unbeaten run, 8 wins, 2 draws out of 10, everything was good. Like, everything was rosy. Then a few injuries hit. Their form peaks. They played Chelsea at home. And ever since then, it's been bang. Do you know what I'm saying? So, literally the past year they've been poor. So for me, both teams need to win, and it's very, very interesting to see if Tottenham can win against West Ham at home, but you'd expect them to. Ipswich and Everton, 3 o'clock kickoff. Again, Everton, who need the wins. Ipswich are in a relegation battle as it is because their squad size and whatnot. They both need to perform. So this is nothing much to dive into this one. It's very, very simple. One of these teams needs to win, because when you're facing relegation teams, I can't relate, by the way. You know what I'm saying? When you're facing teams with relegation battle, it's about winning your games. That's always about. It's about winning your games and making sure you're beating teams in and around you, and then you pick up points here and there. I think Ipswich drew against Villa the other week as an example. So yeah, that game, Ipswich are at home. So you know what? It's going to be tough again. United, Brentford, both teams need to win. This time round, Man United need to win. Brentford not so much. Brentford scored 5 goals their last game. And Brentford was on a mad thing, that guy, fam. That Flex lookalike. Shout Flex. Brentford are doing that well this season, where it's like they don't have to win. Whereas United are doing so badly. They're doing so badly. They actually need to win if Ten Hag is to keep his job. He's finished. He's finished. Yeah, like he has to win. So for me, Man United should be looking at this game going, yo, must win game. I'm going to slam my table. Must win game. There's no doubt about it. They have to win this game, and Brentford can go into the game and be like, you know what, we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? They can see how it goes, sort of vibes. They're away from home at Old Trafford, so it's like, you know what, is what it is. Then we got Fulham and Aston Villa, where Aston Villa are joint points with Chelsea. Good run away from home at Fulham, who have had, again, as you predict, a mid-table start. Some wins, some losses. Shouldn't bet against United, for example, against a Big Six team. They played okay on the whole, but again, they find themselves in a position in the league for a reason. So again, this game, Aston Villa, if they can keep winning, they're going to keep putting pressure on Chelsea, who are more than likely going to drop points in the game we're going to discuss. We've got Newcastle and Brighton. Both teams in good form. Brighton doing very, very well in the league. Newcastle not doing as well in terms of expectations of the season. But a good opportunity for Newcastle at home to beat Brighton, who, in their last 2 results, have been up and down. Chelsea got smacked. They did beat Spurs. And in a few games in the round, they've played okay. So for me, and then they got a draw with Arsenal. So they've had a good start to the season. I think they're 8th in the league. I think it is, or 6th. So doing very, very well. But can they continue this at James's part, which we all know is a very, very tough place to go? That's going to be the true test, because yes, you beat Spurs, but everybody beats Spurs. All due respect, you get me? So for me, I'm not looking at that game too much and going, yo, I'm more looking at, can you be consistent and get that European position? You've got to be getting points at Newcastle. I know it's tough, but if you want to get in that positions, you have to be getting points. With the Southampton and Leicester, just like the Ipswich and Everton game, a relegation fodder battle where both teams need to win. It's one of them ones where, like I said before, when you're in a relegation scrap, it's not about how you play, it's about who you win. Because at the end of the day, these teams end up with like 5 wins and end up surviving. 5. Get me? So like 30 points is enough to stay up in the league. So for me, you got to make sure you're beating your rivals to relegation. You have to. So again, this is no brainer. Bournemouth and Arsenal. Bournemouth, who aren't in a relegation battle, I'll probably say they're like low mid-table team, 14th or 17th kind of thing, are facing Arsenal at home, who both teams have been good. I'll say Bournemouth had a good style of play, but not results, and Arsenal have the style of play not being there, but they're getting the results. Complete opposite, to be fair. And at Bournemouth is never an easy game. So Arsenal need to make sure they're on their form and making sure they're on their game and making sure that they get the 3 points to mar the pressure on Man City and to get further away from Liverpool if they're to drop points in the game coming up on Sunday. So for me, Arsenal would need to routinely win this game. And if Bournemouth can go into it and go, we're at home, let's just give everything to it and see how it goes, sort of thing. So for me, that's an interesting game to watch to the side of play. City, which again, Wolves are in terrible form, like I mentioned earlier, at home. They're doing really, really badly at home. So for me, Man City should be capitalising on this. They haven't got Rodri, but they've still got enough quality in their team to go to Wolves and give them something. You know what I'm saying? Give them a 3-0 hiding. They should be doing that. And I expect nothing less from Man City. Wolves, you need a performance at home. You need to start performing at home because you can't be losing every single home game. The fans, the players get disgruntled. It feeds onto the pitch. Bad atmosphere, bang, you lost like 5 in a row. So you need to be careful not to get in that slide, that drop where you're losing. So for me, Wolves, give it what you get, but I think Man City should have the job done in this one. Big one! The big one! Liverpool at home to Manchester City. The big one, the very big game, is Liverpool at home to the mighty Chelsea. Up there, Chelsea, where it's the biggest clash of the weekend, of course, and it's the biggest clash of both of our seasons. Both of our seasons aren't defined by this game, but they say a lot about our team. A damn lot about our team, considering Liverpool have played very well. 9 wins out of 10, Nottingham Forest was the only loss they had, or drop points in general. And Chelsea, who in decent form, I think only lost 1 game as well, which is Man City at home, which is understandable. This is their toughest test. Can Liverpool show they're really about it? Can Chelsea show everybody they've changed? You see what I'm saying? So this is where there's a lot of narratives on the line. Who can show they're more of a change? Are Liverpool still third place? Are Chelsea fighting for more than top 4 potentially? So this game decides a lot. And not just the result, the performances. If Liverpool lose and they play well, that's not looking good. But if Chelsea was to lose or play well, it's different. If Chelsea were to win and play poorly, again, people won't read too much into it. So the way you play in this game, in the bigger clashes like this early in the season, they matter. They matter a lot. So for me, I need to be seeing Chelsea as a Chelsea fan. Go there, show a bit of confidence. Don't be scared. Show you got a threat about you. Be defensively sound. Give Liverpool issues. Don't let Roll Liver go, oh, it's Anfield, the noise. All that rubbish. No. I want to see a bit of chest. I want to see people putting their heart on the line. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I need to see performance of Liverpool. They want to keep winning. They want to get winning ways. They're at home. You're expected to win. It's not kidda here. They're expected to win. So for me, they can get the job done. They'll be happy. Last but not least, we've got Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace, which we call a mid-table clash. Where Nottingham Forest is doing very, very well this season. The second best defensive record in the league. Only 6 goals conceded against Crystal Palace, who are drawing too many games. They're just drawing too many games. And for me, they need to start picking up wins. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't get wins, you're going to be relegation scraps. So for me, this is a game where Crystal Palace, ironically, still need to get a draw. You don't want to be losing against a team in mid-table, like Nottingham Forest. But Nottingham Forest playing very well. They beat Liverpool the other week. They drew against Chelsea the match day 8. For me, this is an interesting game to watch. It's hard to call, but I'll probably say Nottingham Forest edge it. Score predictions will be out tomorrow. Today we're just going over the fixtures and what I thought the narrative is for each team. We went through it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm so close to 300 subscribers, but I want to be hitting 400 subscribers by the end of next week. That's the goal. So if you can share my video out, and that's what I want to see, man. Love the community. Leave your comments below. I love interacting with people. That's the main thing about this channel. It's about meeting new people online, talking about sport and football. Be a love for love, man. Check out the video tomorrow. Love.